Xylophoney here with Mario for a Duel of Oppression. And we live on YouTube, so we're familiar with oppression. This time, the oppressive archetype of SnakeEyes will be taking on the potentially dangerous and oppressive type of Fiend Smith, soon to be released. Will they be able to overcome it? We're gonna find out. I am certainly no master of SnakeEyes, but I've mixed them into a few things before. So we'll see the basics go into play against the brand new Fiend Smith cards, which I'm very fond of. I even just sent Mario a newly edited version of the deck that I was pretty proud of. But we have to start somehow. So, I suppose, why not go for Bonfire?
Bonfire still a very expensive card to acquire in the current Yu-Gi-Oh game, by the way.
And with SnakeEyes being so popular lately, I can only imagine it's very good. Now there's a few options I can go here. I can go for my Snake Eye Ash and add stuff to my hand, such as Populus.
The cheapest version, Xylo, is $65.
Hey, it sounds like it went down. Alright. And Bonfire can add pretty much any other one of these that I need. Let's see, if I get Birch, then I can special summon from hand, so might as well grab that now. It's not the main one, but I know that Ash will start the main combo. So, normal summon Snake Eye Ash, and then that can activate to add Populus right to my hand. When Populus is added to my hand, I can then activate it and summon it. So, we immediately get pieces moving out, and Poplar, as it's now called, is going to search, and I can add to my hand one of many really good cards. We're going to grab the field card, the Divine Temple of the Snake Eye. I already got 2 dramatic curses in my hand, which is probably going to be quite effective. But we will start with that. Play the Divine Temple. And see where this goes. Because I am still figuring this out. But we will place a Snake Eye monster down below. Ooh, so let's... Oh man, we can set so many of the good ones. We can set the big ones, the small ones, some as big as your head. I guess we're just going to put the Flamberger Dragon down. He's a big scary one for everybody. There might be another means of getting him out that's even more better, but we will start right there. So Snake Eye Birch can summon itself as well. And then Ash has an additional effect. I can send 2 face-up cards I control to the graveyard, special summon a Snake Eye monster from the deck. Well, maybe that's a better use of Flamberger Dragon, but that's fine. Let's activate this, because why not? This will allow me to place either my Diabellstar or Snake Eyes Diabellstar. So, let's go for the Snake Eyes, or the regular Diabellstar. Let's start there. Because I have the other one in my hand, and it might come handy soon. So, that is now in action. We can start to build a additional field now. Or, I can try something like this and send... I guess that to the graveyard with it. Not sure if that's a good thing, but the Snake Eyes Diabellstar in hand can start to play. And we can special summon, I guess we'll go for... Have I already used the Oak? I don't remember. We'll put Oak out now. Just because you want to kind of get some of the other ones in to chain effects off together. Oh yeah, and then that'll special summon this one. So we have a bunch of level 1s out here on the field. Oh, it didn't let me trigger my Snake Eyes Diabellstar in hand. Okay, might have been a timing issue on my hand.
Yeah, I think even if I would have stopped one of these effects, I feel like, with like, let's say a hand trap from like Ash Blossom or something, I don't think I would have stopped all of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's put the Flamberger Dragon out there based off of that. And, oh, when that's sent to the graveyard. Okay, so I guess it's not by that effect. That's okay. What do we go for next? We have plenty of options. We have a bunch of low weak fire monsters on the field that we can probably do something pretty significant with. Obviously, this deck isn't running like every single meta play in it. There's, a few cards in this extra deck, but me and Mario don't tend to play every evil card against each other, so let's just do a little something. We got a Salamangreat Raging Phoenix. Will that be beneficial to me? I don't think it will be, so let's just go straight for... double check that nothing is. Maybe... No, don't need a Little Knight this early. What can I do with a Fire Charmer? I can target a fire monster in the opponent's graveyard. Yeah, not a turn 1 play. So, let's just try this out. See what we can do with it. I know everyone's fearing this card lately. And when Poplar goes to the graveyard, I can... What do I do? Special summon another one? Or no, when this card is sent to the graveyard, special summon a Snake Eyes. Maybe that's what I'm doing. Maybe it's not. I have no idea. We'll just select that guy again. Okay, we're putting him in the back. Sure. We can now activate this effect and special summon another one from the graveyard. I think they've all done their effect already. So we're just going to put Poplar out there. Because if I can get another Poplar effect out, fantastic. Yeah, so that's fine. And if we wanted to go further, we could potentially do so. But I think this is a comfy enough spot. Oh yeah, I have an effect on Flamberger Dragon. That's right. Yeah, you could target one monster card and special summon it to the field. Nice. Sure. What am I doing? I have no idea. So I can target one face-up monster, place it in its owner's spell trap zone. Oh, okay. Let's put Poplar back there then, I guess. Oh, or from graveyard? Lovely. Sure. Neat. So what's going on right now? I still don't have a clue, but I will end my turn. And then the dramatic chase from the graveyard will special summon this guy. Nice.
Well, you have a bunch of scary things on the field.
I guess,
right now.
Yeah.
Once you turn your opponent normal, special summons a monster. You can target one monster card. Let's continue. Okay, so you just get to special summon a monster. Okay.
Yep.
You don't negate it, at least.
No. As I said, like, I've played with Snake Eyes enough to know, like, kind of the movements of getting a bunch of monsters out. I've played them with Fire Kings, for example. But I haven't played with, like, the end game plays with them any more than, like, once attempting it in, like, early January, so. So we'll have to see where this goes. And I know the Fiend Smith cards we just played with recently. And I know that deck I made you is fierce.
Yeah, so let's see what it can do, though.
Mm-hmm.
Let's add the Fiend Smith Sanctus.
Very good.
Okay. And I'm going to play it down. Getting that good old token out on the field.
Okay.
But I'll also normal summon Magical Musketeer Kid Boy.
Oh no, this is bad with my field.
But I'll also activate Cross Domination.
Any particular reason you played it in that lane? In that column?
No.
You don't want Kid Brave's effect?
During either player's turn. Oh, right.
It's the whole point of Magic Muskets, buddy! Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Negate that effect.
Sure.
Then, using... Let's see. Yeah, let's send away the Kid Brave in order to bring out the Fiend Smith.
Really?
Requiem.
Okay. I guess we'll just special summon this now, because it's prompting me to do so. I am astonished. You just went straight for it. Ooh, what can I do with this? Oh, so this I can then target one monster on the field and place it face up.
I think that's asking your Black Witch to come out.
No, yeah, basically. I know. I was just looking at an additional effect. And when this goes off, what happens? I don't know. Do I get to search something?
You get to play a Sinful Spoil spell attract.
Ah, yes. Very lovely, scary card.
Which I'm guessing is not the right wording because I think that's what it used to be called, the Snake Eyes.
No, Sinful Spoils is like another kind of like side shot of them. Yeah, the Diabell Star, Sinful Spoils, and Snake Eyes are all kind of connected by the Sinful Spoils differences, and then there's like the original Sinful Spoils and like other Sinful Spoils. So, I think we'll just grab this one because I know what it does. Okay, move it along.
Now I can activate Fiend Smith.
Yeah.
By banishing away Kid Brave. Or putting it, not banishing it, but...
Yeah, returning it to the deck.
I bring it out.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't use the Magic Musket Link monster, because you could have gotten 4 cards added to your hand.
If I would have used...
So. But, yeah, move along.
How do you...
What? We just played with this deck a week ago, and I showed you how all these good plays come together. I'm disappointed. I am. I mean, I know I'm not doing Snake Eyes justice, but man.
Alright. Then activate this.
Yeah, tricky. Now I'm going to try to time things. What are you doing?
I was trying to activate the Fusion Summon 1 Fusion monster.
You didn't have 3 monsters on. Jeez.
What's the card I should negate right now?
I don't know. I don't know my deck. I know yours. I mean, I guess go for the Diabellstar Black Witch because I have 2 Flamberger dragons.
Yeah.
Or the field card, but it's already went off. I don't know. Oh, okay. You destroy with that. Great.
Or, I don't think it destroyed. It sent away, but I think that still activates your effect.
I can now send a card to the graveyard. One of my own will send the princess to bring back this, since it was cut down to 0.
Oh, right. So I guess that's probably one of the ways that people say that's annoying to get rid of, because I think if it's removed from the field in any way. As long as you have cards like Sacrifice to keep bringing it back.
Yeah, and the Promethean Princess is like a graveyard effect to begin with. So.
The question is, can you do it twice, though?
I don't know.
Well, I won't be able to attack over it. So get rid of the Poplar.
Alright. Poplar goes to graveyard. I can select the target of the effect. So Poplar, target a fire monster in graveyard, place it in the spell and trap zone. I don't know what the best course of action is, but Ash is a wonderful combo starter. Maybe it can start a combo in the back.
Almost all of your level 1s are like good in this deck, honestly.
Yeah, they kind of, you get so many pieces. So if you're playing like a hyper meta Link deck, which a lot of Snake Eyes players are, it's brutal. All right, end of turn, they can just special summon Snake Eye Ash. Lovely. And Snake Eye.
That might be why Snake Eyes are so good, because it seems like you can get everything that you normally do on your turn happening on my turn still. So
yeah, sure, we'll do a Populous to hand. Activate its effect to summon. Now I don't think I'll get the search effect off again, but that's okay. More stuff. Oh, yep, I do get that effect. I don't think I used the effect beforehand anyway. And we'll add to my hand, I guess, what's a wonderful card. We haven't used this one yet, have we? So we'll click it. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Special summon a fire monster from hand. Yeah, I don't think I need to do that. There's so many amazing Link plays I can go into right now with a full field like this. I wonder if there's any like level 8 plays that people go for. I don't imagine so, traditionally. But let's see. I assume there's nothing in your graveyard I can mess with. That is fine. What is my next course of action? We can do... Yeah, I got Charmers in here, but of course you are playing with your Fiend Smith, so you don't really leave much in the graveyard. Not to mention I only got Fire and Dark ready to go. So, I don't have a specific play to go for, but we're just going to start bringing out... You know what? Why not just another one of these? Because I have pieces for it. So, we'll do that. And then from the graveyard, activate the Dragon's effect and Poplar's effect. So, one of them... I don't know what I'm targeting. We'll target another dragon then. And this gets to play... What's it get to do? Place Diabellstar in... Yeah, sure. Why not? So this time we'll place from the deck Snake Eyes Diabellstar, since I wasn't able to activate the hand effect exactly when I wanted to. And now I get to special summon one more thing.
What is your boss monster? Is that the Flameberg Dragon, or is it the
Diabellstar? I don't know. I haven't played too much with the boss monsters, but... Let's see, do I go for Populous now? Which one of these special summons one more from the back? Or is it not one of them? I already used Ash and... I think I already used Ash and Populous. So we'll just special summon Oak, because I know he can bring some... Oh, special summoning too? My goodness! Okay, sure. Let's just click these guys. Gotta remember, like, they have attack power too. Alright, so Ash will go off, add something to hand. I don't think I want to activate Oak right now, because... Oh no, it adds it to the hand, or special summons it, so sure. We'll just add to hand. Populous adds to hand already, so sure. So we'll just special summon Populous, it's fine. That's kind of what our end goal was anyway. And then that we're just going to add to the hand normally. We'll just add another Ash in case I need to start combos all over again. That will allow me to add to the hand. I don't know. I have everything already. I've searched every card in my deck. So, there we go. Now...
Yeah, the amount of searching you do with this...
Oh yeah, big time.
I don't know how you would be able to stop it, but I would say that the best way to stop this deck is to probably be able to stop it from searching, but I don't know how many cards you could run that doesn't stop overall adding cards to the hand, because I know that cards that do that also affect you, so... I don't know how you could stop this deck, honestly.
I don't know. I think the Fiend Smith deck could give it quite the run, but we have to see the Fiend Smith deck actually play. Yeah, I don't have like a great extra deck built into here, admittedly, so I don't know a good final play to do. But this will allow me to just get some more power out here. So why not? Let's just go for game. Get Poplar out of here. Actually, I think when that goes to graveyard, it gets even more effects. Okay, I'm always just special summoning other guys now. Sure, we will get Birch out. I don't think Birch will give me any additional effects, but it is here. Oh, it's also kind of weak. Alright. Let's send Birch away then, and special summon from the hand. This guy. Power. So, you can just kind of get to power. We will...
Pretty easily, yeah.
Yeah. So, this target 1 face-up monster, placed in the owner's spell and trap zone. So, we'll go for your guy, I suppose. So, here's the real benefit of this. Because I can, you know, just get rid of him with the Flamberger Dragon.
Because you can set him in the back row.
Yep.
That's probably one of the best ways to make sure your opponent cannot use their cards afterwards. Because if they're banished or sent to the graveyard, they could potentially bring them back and use them. Putting them in the back row?
Yeah, that's not going to help a lot of decks.
No, and in fact, it actually clogs up their spell and trap card zone so bad that they might not be able to use them if you put enough back there.
I don't think most decks will suffer from that, but they will suffer from losing their good cards and not being able to graveyard effect them.
Or there are some decks who actually, some top decks right now, they use a lot of continuous spells actually.
True.
So if you take away their spots, that's not going to be good.
So, want to switch decks or something here? Because it doesn't feel... Like, I know I wasn't running SnakeEyes perfectly, but I just feel like Fiendsmith wasn't given a chance here.
If you don't want to give me a second chance with it.
Not after that showing. Gosh.
Okay.
Alright, let's see how things go if the shoe's on the other foot. You want first or second?
Give me a second to read all the cards, I guess, in my hand, so I'll let you go first. And actually, I don't know if Fiendsmith prefer that.
Oh,
you
yeah,
get the negates if you get there.
They definitely, I mean, at least the Magical Musket side loves to go second, but we'll see how this all plays out. So, I'm going to start with, I guess, setting... Yeah, we'll just set a card. No spell cards to start off with, but I suppose there's no harm in using my Illusion of Chaos edition. And putting a Magician Souls in my hand. Just because it's a combo I sure do love. And we'll pop that right back in the deck, because, well, it's going to be used, let's be honest. And we're just going to put out Kid Brave. Actually, we'll do... I think, yeah, Kid Brave is going to come out. And
I do see that you are using Magician Souls quite a bit as, like, generic...
Anytime there's back row things that just linger there, I'm always tempted to add Magician Souls in. Because then you just get free draws, basically. So, since the Fiendsmith cards, since they go into the Link Monster and then like just put the Link Monsters in the back row often because they're equipped, when you go into the next turn, you can just get rid of them and reattach them and you get a free draw too if you use a Magician Souls. It's not necessarily going to start you building up the combo with this deck, but theoretically it should really confirm the game once you get there. So, no need to go into Magical Musketeer Max, just putting another name in my graveyard right now, another Light Fiend. But if you add anything on the field, I could go searching more Magic Bullet cards. So we're going to go here, get our Fiendish Requiem out here, forcibly play it, because I don't have a Fiendsmith to start off with, and out he comes.
At least that immediately searches it out, honestly.
Yes. Now, we need to get a little crafty here, because I don't have another additional monster. Admittedly, 2 of my Magician cards started in hand, so maybe that was a poor play on my hand. But yeah, looks like we're stuck, so perhaps the only play to go for here is use our Requiem, attach it to Fiend Smith. I don't think this does anything in addition, but I can use this and, you know, send it to the graveyard along with him, and I think that's not going to change a ton, because then we can just do that. Return our Musketeer to the deck and summon him, but he doesn't get any benefit. Yeah. So, we're just ending the turn with regular Fiend Smith on the field. Nothing crazy. Pretty much not enough in my turn 1 hand to play with. Probably because I added the stupid Magician Souls things for when you're already winning. But hey, that gives you a good chance to pop off with Snake Eyes. And I absolutely do still have the ability to play on my next turn, if I have the chance.
Okay, so you wanna... I do remember this with Bonfire. You do want to add Populace, because when this card is added to your hand, except by drawing it...
Do you have an Ash?
Summon it. No?
Add Ash. Yeah,
Ash instead?
Yeah, Ash gets you Populace.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm reading most of them. They say add a Pyro monster, and it seems
Yep.
like... Yeah, that seems like the best thing.
Yep, Snake Eyes Ash, play him. Now you'll be able to figure out the next play.
Which is just adding the Populace.
Yep. Poplar to hand. Oh my goodness, Poplar could summon. Now that's all the hand holding I'll do for you, because, you know, I know I'm up against a brick wall here. So, we'll let you pick what card you want to add to hand.
Yeah. I actually started off with a lot of the Snake Eyes spell cards in the hand.
So what you don't have is usually a good bet.
I don't have the field spell, so let's add that.
That's what I would have searched anyway. Perfect.
Field spells, I feel like if you can add them to your hand, that is what you normally just put
For
down.
many decks, yes. Now, I know with Snake Eyes, I think I run 2 copies of the field spell in there. I know a lot of people run 1, but then again, it's because it's searchable. So, you know, some cards depend heavily on their field spell. This just helps. It's very good, but it helps. Alright. Now, what else do you got to mess around with?
I'm going to place this as a back row card.
Sure. Yeah, when it comes to, like, the placing stuff in the back row, like, I get the level 1 monsters, but I can't really help you when it comes to the higher level monsters. They're just all good in their own different ways.
Yeah, I just know that this card is, while this card is treated as a continuous spell, you can target 1 fire monster in your graveyard, except Snake Eyes itself.
Yep.
And place in the as a continuous spell.
Yeah, and then summon it or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that just seems like a good...
Yep. Easy way to get a big strong monster on the field. As we said, like, you know, we have I have the combos together. It's just finding the finishing moves was my only weak spot. Well, a weak spot. All right, Snake Eyes Dramatic Chase. You get another one in the back. Might as well keep variety.
I was only able to pick either the Witch or another.
Because that one's just for the
Diabell
Diabell Stars.
Alright, and then I can activate...
Alrighty.
2 face-up cards you control to the graveyard, including this card.
Yep, so you can use the back row for that. I think that's the right play, just to keep more monsters on the field, especially turn 1.
Mm-hmm.
But keep in mind, I think your Divine Temple will let you summon one at the end of the turn, or your Flamberger Dragon might do the same.
Yeah, you can target 1 face-up monster in the field. Which I'm going
might
to
as well,
do.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was confused how to do that immediately, but what's up?
I could heavily mess with you right now, too.
Okay.
I'm going to place that as a back row spell and trap card, but since it's not equipped to anything, it's just
Yeah, that's
there.
interesting. Okay. Sure.
The fact that I'm able to grab from your graveyard, though.
Yeah, so graveyard specific decks can be hit by Snake Eyes, Flamberger Dragon.
Oh my god, imagine I was facing zombie Xylo and I just placed like
Doom King.
Like
Boom.
your Doom King back there and you couldn't do anything.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't get his effect from the graveyard. Obviously the timing would have to be real specific, but it can happen with that deck. Alright, anything else you're going for? Sure.
That's one of the reasons why I got rid of the Witch in the back rows, because I already had one in the hand.
Yeah, I started off with the other way around my last duel.
Activating, and then I can also activate the effect of the Populace.
Mm-hmm.
This card is sent to the graveyard, target 1 fire monster in your graveyard, and place it in the back row.
Beautiful.
I'll place the
Sure.
Ash back there.
Nothing wrong with that. Cards in the back row are always good just as material for your various different moves anyway. Even if you don't intend on summoning them using a bunch of crazy effects right away.
Okay, send one other face-up card you control to the graveyard. I think I'm going to save this one because this allows me to special summon a level 1 fire monster, and I think I've activated all of their effects for now.
Yeah, you don't want to use Ash again. If you had Oak in the back, he'd still be viable, and then the 4th Snake Eye monster just is a free summon from your hand, so not necessarily one you want to put on field anyway.
I already have an Oak in the hand, but don't have a way of bringing him out right now that won't, like...
Hey, keeps you a play for next turn, so...
Yeah. I'm just gonna attack now.
Beautiful.
And the fact is that every turn I can potentially just set another one of your monsters into the back row without you being able to use them. Mm-hmm. That also clogs up your
Once again, I don't think most decks are gonna suffer from that. Like, if you've put 3 of my monsters in the back row, I have bigger problems than not being able to play 3 spell cards. Wow, these are sad draws I'm having, but, you know, it is the game. So, I can use this from the graveyard and special summon, but I think we're going to start with just normal summoning Calamity. Okay.
Special summon. That's funny, I can actually special summon your monster if I wanted to.
Oh, nice.
I don't think I could. I think it'll pop up on your side of field, which I'm not wanting to put it in your...
Yeah. Understandable.
That's just a bonus monster right there.
Mm-hmm. All right, and Poplar comes out. Search another card. Assuming you put it on the field, yeah. I don't think there's a reason not to. Oh no! Wait, what are you doing?
Oh wait, no. Oh, I'm stealing your monster on my side, actually.
Ew. Oh no, you messed up. Okay. At least Poplar got a secondary effect, but...
Okay, so I am just stealing your monster, though.
I will say, I was planning on using that Requiem in the back row. I was going to be real clever with my next play. But I guess this isn't a worse scenario, so we're just going to continue playing. Because I have 3 copies of Magician Souls in my hand after all my praise about it.
And you were going to use it as
the card you put in the back to, just draw more cards. But you took it, so...
You have all 3 copies, though?
Yeah, and they're all in my hand. Admittedly, I searched one just to put my spellcaster back in the deck, but yeah.
I feel that every time you add in this card should help me a lot in with this deck. Wait, why am I drawing nothing but the new card? Wait, what?
Yeah, I thought about putting it at 2 as well, and it didn't. But I digress. Now I can add every magical musket, spell, and trap in my graveyard, and I guess I should. Or I could summon, I believe, 3 magical musket monsters, which is also fantastic. Let's go for that, because then they can possibly add the spells and traps for me. So I will attempt that.
Let me see. What face up? Yeah, not doing that right now.
Okay, so we can get ourselves Starfire. We can get ourselves Casper. And without anything else in the graveyard, we'll just go for Kid Brave. So immediately 3 monsters summoned right to the field. We'll just put them all there. I don't really have any spells to combo with them all anyway, although probably should have prioritized Starfire. Now we can try to go for our fun stuff. Darn it, I should have gotten the spells out just to use them as Magician Soul fodder. Oh well, that's okay. We can go into Requiem. Why not? I'm just gonna use Max. He's served his purpose. And Requiem comes out. Now, what is the next play to do? Requiem can, of course, switch itself out to get me the other guy, but I also have him in the graveyard, and I can kind of just do that myself. So, what is my next play? Sequentia is huge. It's a very important play to me, but I might be able to go some other crazy plays. So let's just use Fiend Smith from the graveyard, because I'm going to be using a lot of cards here. Return that Max back to the deck so I never have to worry about overusing them. There we go. Onto the field. And we can then special summon Sequentia. I think we're just going to use the Requiem. Yeah, we'll use the Requiem because I want to use that as the material it is. And the Kid Brave.
At you're able to get to this point.
Yeah. That was so intimidating when you said it. I don't know if you meant it like that, but it was. And then...
Well, no, I didn't. That was me accident.
Okay.
It's my friends often tell me, it's like, when I say something like that when I'm playing a card game with them, and I'm like thinking, they say, you sound menacing. I don't know if you meant it to be. And I'm like, oh, no, I was just thinking. That's why.
Gotcha. I did mess up and I can only go into the Lacrimosa, but we can start there at least.
How are you only able to go into Lacrimosa?
I'll have to check. I thought my graveyard was stacked, but maybe I needed to have my Fiend Smith in the graveyard at the time.
I did steal your Requiem, though, so...
Maybe that's what it was. Yeah. Well, no, I had another Requiem that I used for that, so... Either way.
I thought you could also use it on the field, too, that's the thing. The monsters on the field.
Yeah, that was my thought process, but maybe we can still make this happen. I know I can use Sequentia and equip it to my Fiend Smith right now, but that's not the best course of action anymore. We have our Lacrimosa, who, if fusion summon target light fiend into graveyard, add it to hand. I can shuffle a fiend monster from my graveyard into the deck and inflict damage, but that's not the play either. I think the play is to go into a few things here to just mess with you. So, we're just going to bite the proverbial bullet and start going into some juicy, heavy Link plays. So, Kid Brave, once again, material. We're going to get the Moon of the Closed Sky to the field. Now I will activate it, targeting Diabellstar the Black Witch.
I'm going to activate this now because I feel like you're about to link it away.
Lovely.
So, targeting one of my Diabellstar, like my Diabellstar.
Yes, what happens?
SnakeEyes. You lose attack. All monsters your opponent currently controls lose attack points equal to the target monster's attack points.
Not bad. I mean, regardless, I am using Last Stand, so.
Darn it. Because this was also going to clear the field, because it was going to be, if they all touch 0, they get destroyed.
Nah, don't worry. You're not going to be the one clearing the field. Anyway, what is next? I can search another card to my hand. Perhaps it's time to,
all 3 of the cards in your hand still the...
Oh, yeah. So,
God.
What is my play here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, so we're just going to be using all that nonsense. So it's not a huge deal whatever I add here. I guess I'm just going to add another Magic Bullet monster in case I draw and get set up to use it. But that's okay. From the graveyard now, I can use Sequentia and equip it to my Lacrimosa just to burn you, and that's not a big problem. In fact, I think I'm going to do that just so I can use Magician Soul this turn for as little as it is. So Illusion of Chaos is in here just as a, back and forth way of doing this. And I get another card out. So I can use it for Link plays. Send the Sequentia to the graveyard. It's more valuable to me just getting a draw off than it is to burn you for a little bit of damage. And I do have a Tractus, which may mean I can keep going here. But let's start with the main event. Underworld Goddess. We will use you. And you. And you. Oh yeah, I have so much material, it's crazy. And since I've already used Caspar, you. So, of course, since I used the Moon of the Closed Sky, I get to get rid of one of yours, and the monster by itself gets rid of one of yours. Out comes Goddess of the Closed World, and what does this happen? If Link's, I'm going to get the effects of everything you got. Cool.
And I think you also get the benefits of the Moon of the Closed Sky, don't you?
I think the only benefit was to take one more of your monsters as material, yeah, which I did. So that worked out swimmingly.
Well, I activate her effects and she was sent to the graveyard.
Okay. Ooh, once per turn when your opponent activates a card effect that includes special summoning a monster, you can negate that activation. That being said, I think it's going to be happening again, but I'll just do it now because I don't know when and what. I don't know exactly how it's all going to play out for you. Okay, so the extra deck has come into play. Lovely. Now we can have some fun here. I have
Underworld Goddess unapologetically One of the best link cards in current Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now.
Any deck you can spam with, such as either SnakeEyes or the Fiend Smith, or more so the Magic Muskets than Fiend Smith. It's very much worth doing.
And she's actually a cheap card right now because she was a part of that whole reprint pack that was not too long ago. So she's only you can easily get her for like $1.
I'm going to add a Fiend Smith to my hand, and I'm just going to toss away a Magician Souls because I already have another copy. Since I played it in this row, Starfire gets to summon yet another monster. And it's going to be, I suppose, let's just let him keep coming back. Kid Brave, come on into play. Okay, and from the graveyard, I believe now we can use Tractus to its full effect, and hope that I can summon what I want to summon. Tractus goes off, and I can get DSI Ray out here. Beautiful! Let's use cards from hand, because why not? That, Starfire, and I'd love to keep some of my Magical Musketeer cards on hand, but this one is in defense mode, so let's just go for this as it is. Now, the downside here is, well, maybe I can still work something out. Let's just try to use up these so I can get some equip cards moving, because you took one, and the others are in my graveyard. Okay, Sequentia can't be activated a second time this turn. That's okay. I still have some wonderful things on the field. Don't want to use that. And I think we're good to go. So Sequentia, kind of dead on the field, but, you know, a little extra attack might have been winning me the duel. So let's just go for some juicy attacks. We'll just go for that big, strong monster like so. No effect to be seen.
Yep.
We'll just...
This is basically a direct attack going straight into the Requiem.
Yep. But the game's not over yet. Because, one, you're playing SnakeEyes, and I think you added more stuff to your hand for next turn. I know you have at least a Oak in there. And I have not been able... Since I had to overextend here... Oh, no, since I killed Requiem, I get to attach him. So I do have the negate. Okay, now I win. That plus Underworld Goddess. And... just to put some icing on the cake, let's run my timer out. Let's try... Yeah, let's try a little SP Little Knight. So Lacrimosa and Sequentia can come out here, and we'll activate him to get rid of that, I think. And from the graveyard, timer, don't quit on me here. We get this guy. Just click anything. Click anything. Click anything. Yes, activate. Click anything. Sure, click anything. Anything. If I did use a Lacrimosa burn effect, I actually probably could have won right there, but I was panicking.
It didn't look like you were about to run out of time on my end.
Oh, it did on my end. So, I did not see the bar anymore.
Okay, well.
Either way, good luck.
Alright, so... let me see.
Yeah, so this was like a, sloppy second generation Fiend Smith deck that was able to take on a SnakeEyes field.
Alright, so I'm going to send away my popular. I don't know if this is the card you negate or not.
What does this do again? And then special summon. Yeah, I guess we stop a special summon. So, boop. Negate the effects of that. One down.
That's one negate burned. Then I activate Popular's effect.
So you get to search a card.
Yeah, let's see. You can only use each effect. So I guess I will add... Actually, let's see. Okay. I'm going to actually add that back to the hand.
Lovely.
Because... Oh, it puts in the back row. I thought I said adding it to the hand.
Oh, yeah, that would be a free summon for Poplar.
But I will activate.
Okay, so you at least get a draw out of the situation. Very similar mindset when I made both decks, obviously. Stuff goes in the back row. I think Magician Souls is less applicable for these SnakeEyes, just considering that they, they kind of get rid of themselves and use themselves very quickly. So if you're playing a pure deck like that, you're pretty good to go.
Xylo.
Yeah.
Your zones.
Go for it. Try it.
Absorb.
Little Knight, send himself away to get rid of Anima. That's 2. Oh, he still went away. Okay. Well, this does trigger.
Because he didn't negate, you just destroyed, meaning the effect still goes off.
I didn't know it was gonna go through. Either way, we still got one more thing. And we can then go for returning to the deck a Requiem. Lovely. And send that back to the graveyard where it belongs.
So got one last effect in me, Xylo.
Yep.
SnakeEyes.
Oh, this is so perfect. Okay. And I stop special summons with Underworld Goddess.
Is this the end, though?
If you got more, go for it. I mean, I know you're on SnakeEyes. Obviously, you keep playing. Sky Crisis. This guy.
This was yours.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's in the deck.
Oh, I can't return you to the hand? To the deck?
Guess not. Jeez, that is so stupid that it can be summoned that easily. Some of these cards, that and like Zeus. Just why? But yeah.
Yeah, it says I couldn't return you. Is there something preventing you from
I
being
don't know, my
returned?
monster might be. It's a really good card. This one, I'm gonna unaffected by your activated effects. Done.
Oh.
Unless they target specifically. So, oh, that's weird. Underworld Goddess specifically only gets wrecked by targeting, but everything else it's immune to, where it's usually the opposite way around. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't say target, so that's how we got around that.
Yeah, it's by using, it says. Well, the numbers are 100 points shy of things going in my favor. Obviously, Anima does come back from Little Knight, but Little Knight's kind of served its purpose. Now we're in an interesting position, but I can play Fiend
I also
Smiths
have
again.
a 0-tech monster on my side of the field.
Yeah, and I don't have to, let you get away with it. We're just going to do something plain and simple here. I'm going to... Let's see, do I have another Fiend to play? I actually don't quite yet. Maybe I can get there. Can I get into a Requiem with a light Fiend monster? Let's try it. This is a stupid move for me to do, but I want to learn. We're going to use Requiem to get rid of Underworld Goddess. Then we are going to... Oh, do I not have another copy? Oh, yeah, there's only one in the deck. Okay, well, no, that didn't work then. We'll start by activating this. Setting the last thing to special summon this card. Why not? Yeah, so I thought I was going to use my Lacrimosa to burn you for an extra 1200 and finish the game like that. But I only run one copy in this deck at the moment. And I've already summoned one by mistake earlier. So that's fine. What can I go for instead? Well, we can at least go into Sequentia and get that little eggshell back. So we'll use that and Requiem. Sequentia can then activate and special summon one Fiend monster. Meaning the last one that we have by putting the Lacrimosa back in our deck. And I guess we'll put that back, and that back. There we go. So we've used all that. We could have actually used our Magician Souls play a little bit more effectively here, but that's okay. Because obviously we have the game. There's some 0 attack on the field. But can I go further? I don't think I can, because I don't think I can play my Fiendsmith Sanctus at all. And not that that's the right card for this situation anyway. But of course, we got all the equips in the world. We can set all these up. Could have used my Magician to do all that good stuff. And, ooh, he gets that effect. Is that going to do it? Let's find out. Negate the effect of Sky Crisis and Anima. Lovely. Why not? So that's nice and safe now. And yeah, I think that's good enough for me. Unless this can get me something else here. Let's try it. Do that. We'll just send that to the graveyard as well as Requiem. And I can spot remove things if needed. But yeah. We're good to go. We're just going to have at it.
So
let the Fiend Smith himself finish the game.
I can see right where you basically sealed the game.
Yeah.
was when you negated my spell card.
Yes,
right there.
That helped significantly. And that was the Magical Musketeer side of things, because that card was just lingering there on the field, and I was just trying to keep one Magical Musket card on the field just so I could pull that trigger when necessary. Didn't know when and how effective it was going to be, but I wanted it because it was important, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, because if it wasn't for that your field would have been. I don't think every card would have been cleared because it was still 2,200. You lowered it to, so I think your fusion would have still been there, which means you might have still been able to play. But majority of your field at that time would have been gone. So that would have been nice. But I think you just stopping that right then and there, really did just like say
there was a lot of critical moves that led to me being able to beat that. But of course, you know, we're not expert Snake Eyes players. I'm sure people would have found plays that we have no idea about and been able to beat it. But this just shows that some of the standards are broken by what Fiend Smith has to offer. Bunch of negates, bunch of summoning, bunch of, back row things.
Added in with some of the cards that can already break the field and doesn't get hurt by being added in, such as Underworld Goddess and all that.
Yeah, so in that situation where I can use Musketeer Max to bring 5 monsters to my field, why wouldn't I start clearing out my opponent's field by using the extra deck, right? So,
and that just adds another negate onto the field.
Exactly. So that was very close duel, but it shows both decks are incredible, have a lot of potential, and I am excited and terrified to see Fiend Smith come out and part of Snake Eyes get banned, which is not entirely unlikely, but I don't think it needs to happen yet. But I also haven't seen how bad it gets. So let me know in the comments what's getting banned, I guess. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and we'll see you then.
See ya, folks.